You're listening to the Local Music Show with me, Tommy Gardner, here on Revolution Radio, 96.1 FM and online. I'm joined in Studio 1 at Revolution Radio by the legend that is Billy Lockett. But Billy,
okay,
before you speak, I need to introduce you properly, because that would be the standard way of doing it, but you're on Revolution. So, this guy is a hard act to follow. There is no silence when he's around, even in an empty house. He certainly loves to give us music that we can listen to together at home. I'm sure that when you call me in the morning to talk, you'll be begging for more. Billy Lockett, welcome to Revolution Radio.
That was amazing.
It's good, isn't it?
How many was it? 7 songs?
I think so.
Six or 7.
We should get some sound effects every time I manage to get a Billy Lockett song.
I want you to keep going with that. Should we have some time after and go for my discography?
Maybe it could be...
I've got 50 songs out. We could make an essay. We could write a short story.
If you need any more tracks for your album, maybe we can...
I'll just start writing songs to fit with your story.
Okay. I'll send you daily updates of how I'm getting on. Welcome to Revolution Radio, Northamptonshire's newest community radio station.
It's lovely.
It's very nice, isn't it?
You know what? Yeah, it's really nice. I was just admiring a desk and all the giant tellies. Really good. It's almost too big, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
It can only really be in a radio station. You'd have to have a big house for something like that, because apparently you need, is it 4 TVs you have to sit the distance from? So the size has to be 4. You have to be 4 of them away to be the perfect size telly for your house.
You'd be sitting in the garden.
You'd be in Buckingham Palace. You'd be only in Buckingham Palace.
So, Billy, as far as local musicians go, local artists, you have experienced almost everything. You've got...
Sadly, yeah.
So starting back in the beginning, the early days for Billy Lockett, I imagine was it quite a lot of time at home working on music, or
Well, it still is. Yeah. Really. It doesn't really change. Yeah, I guess it's weird. The job itself doesn't change, but the highs get more frequent. You know, because it's all about waves. Really, it's kind of like, you know, things. It's just work towards nothing, and then and then all of a sudden you just have a good bit, you know, where Love Island happens out of nowhere, or you get radio play, you get a support tour. But I think it's just kind of about enjoying what you do rather than waiting for the wins, you know.
A little while ago, I noticed you did a TikTok where you said, what does an artist have to do in the music industry?
Yeah, when you find out, let me know.
And one of the big moments on that TikTok was obviously the performance on the Late Late Show with James Corden. That must have been pretty special. Yeah,
that was crazy, actually. I mean, it was more of a fun experience in life rather than like, oh my God, my career's exploded, you know. Yeah. But yeah, it was a nice thing to tick off the list, really. I mean, the most important thing for me is just like having fun making the songs. That's really the only thing I care about. And also being able to, you know, buy the shopping each week. As long as I can do that, I feel I've succeeded. Yeah.
So for you as a songwriter, when you're writing your own songs, do you randomly find yourself coming up with ideas like maybe Walking Trevor, or you're like, oh, that's a good idea? Or like... Yeah,
sometimes it's strange, actually. A lot of the time I've been quite lucky recently where all the good ideas have popped up when I'm in the studio and I can just quickly put them down. But yeah, a lot of the time, you know, if you were to go through my voice notes on my phone, there's thousands of ideas that I've never actually used. But mainly I'm quite good at kind of going, okay, today I'm going to write and just, you know, forcing myself to do it. Rather than kind of the romantic way of just sitting down in a chaise longue and suddenly through the window popped an idea and I thought, I know what to do now.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen anymore.
And when you're making these songs and you're watching them grow, and obviously you as an artist gets to be involved in the whole process. So I imagine a lot of the music you make now you're working technically on them as well as creatively.
Man. Well, yeah, I mean, I produce as well, but with the album, I'm working with a producer. I've been with him all day today. Actually, I've literally just come from the studio. But it's nice. Now that I know how to do it, it's nice to not have to do it because it's weird. Before I felt a little bit lost in the studio and I kind of just like watched them do everything. Whereas now I feel like I know what they're doing, and it means I can just focus on the actual feeling of the song rather than like, you know, trying to make a sound or trying to make some kind of side chainy thing. I can just kind of go, it needs to be more like, you know, that kind of thing. Which is what I really like doing.
And to have that person there to be like, this is what you're talking about.
Yeah, and he can kind of go, oh, okay, I kind of, like, sometimes I'll be like, it needs to sound more yellow, you know? and he's kind of like, okay, I think I can do that. You know?
Sure. So now, obviously, we've been all going through a crazy period the last 18 months or so. And I suppose as a creative person with your music, was that quite a good time for you? Because I know you obviously did your Together at Home album.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying to Kirsten, I actually quite miss lockdown. Mm-hmm. I thought it was quite fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I created, but I don't think I created music any more than I do now. No. That's just what I've always done, really. Sure. So I feel quite lucky, really. My life didn't really change that much. You know, I've always been stuck in isolation in a room. Yeah. It's not any different.
And then as the world gradually opened up, you obviously came back with a bang with your tour. I know I came to a couple of shows and they were incredible.
Yeah, which one was that?
I came to the Glee Club in Nottingham.
Oh, that, yeah. The social distance tour, yes.
That's right. And an epic tour just up the road from here at the Black Prince.
Yeah, man, that was mind-blowing, actually. Yeah, that was so much fun. But, I mean, have I done a tour since then? I'm sure I did a tour after
your
that.
Home and Gardens tour, Billy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, that was it. Never camping again. Yeah, and to be honest, the gigs were amazing. That the actual houses and the people were brilliant, but it was just everything in the middle, like the driving and the camper van and Trevor and it's just stressful, man.
Did you feel kind of like a support act with Trevor at some point?
Yeah. I mean, like, the fans would literally shout, "Where's Trevor?" like mid-song, like during a song. Oh wow,
love it. So it's obviously, it must be great to be back playing live music again.
Yeah, and it feels like, I mean, I've got a show coming up.
Of course,
O'Nera, yeah. You've got it. Is that your job? You say it. Yeah.
So Billy Lockett is coming back.
Doing your job for you, aren't I?
He's coming back with a very special. This venue actually looks very special. O'Mera in London. Yeah. On Friday, the 1st of October. How are you feeling about that? I bet you're very excited.
Yeah. No. Do you know what? I really am excited for that one. Not that I'm not excited for the others in the past, but yeah, this one is the first one that's not social distance. So it's the first just normal show, you know, where everyone's standing up and you can wear a mask if you want, but it's very much just a real gig, you know, the way it should have been, you know.
Because the social distance shows, I went to a few of them and they were good because obviously we got live music, but they're just not the same. Yeah,
you know, I guess the thing is, I just hope with my music, it's still, I can keep it exciting when everyone's standing up, you know, because obviously the sitting down thing was actually a bit of a blessing in disguise, really, for me, because I was like, cool, everyone's sitting down, no one's going to the bar. So it helped, but I think with this, there's so much buzz now. I've never felt this much hype since probably James Corden. I've waited about 3 years to sort of feel like everyone's sort of talking about it again. And yeah, it's the first time I you know, selling out a venue like that. I think we sold it out in a few hours, and you know, the last time I did that, I was, you know, a kid, really. So it's bring me back.
I know. and the good news is that obviously we know it's not socially distanced, but you managed to sell it out so fast.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's 400 tickets in a few hours. I don't know what they're doing.
So beyond this show then, obviously looking into 2022, I know you're working on your album. Yeah. Can we have any spoilers? How's it looking? How's progress going?
It's amazing, man. I feel like I've done all of... so I finished 4 songs. We're doing the 5th one today. And today is the first song that sounds like sort of traditional me. Like, I had a chat with my producer this morning and we were kind of like, you know, we love what we've done on the album, but, you know, we need to bring it back a little bit more to me, you know, because the others are a bit more like dancey, poppy, a bit more. I think they're going to be a bit shocked. A lot of my fans are going to be a bit shocked by the sound. So this one today was a bit more, heartfelt piano Billy again.
Brilliant. Looking forward to hearing that. After this next song, we have a piano set up in Studio One. So how do you feel about performing a song for us?
Yeah, man, I can do the Love Island one, I guess. That's what it's called. It's not called Talk anymore. It's just the Love Island one. Yeah.
Right, so stay tuned to Revolution Radio. After this next song, Clean Bandit will be joined still by Billy Lockett in Studio One, who'll be performing the Love Island song. And we'll obviously discuss that with Billy a bit more too. Stay tuned to Revolution Radio 96.1 FM and online.
Revolution Radio.
On FM and online, and of course streaming to Facebook Live on Revolution Radio's Facebook page. And still in the studio with me is the legend that is Billy Lockett. Billy, how are you doing? Brilliant. So we spoke earlier about the Love Island song.
Yeah.
And how was that? Waking up to the news of being played on Love Island, the UK's biggest show.
Yeah, it was nuts actually.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was actually asleep
Yeah.
when it happened. But to be honest, I've never watched it in my life. Have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen it?
I've watched the first couple of episodes.
And you didn't get hooked?
No.
Everyone apparently gets hooked when they watch it. That's why I haven't watched any of it.
Yeah. I think our producer Jake's a huge fan of Love Island.
Oh, right, okay. It's quite a horrible concept, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like basically just cheating
Yeah.
on telly.
I mean, going back a few years, would it have been something that you'd have considered?
God, no. No, I don't have the body for it.
So, yeah, and I can imagine that your phone was going mental that morning.
Yeah, it was nuts, actually.
So,
it was fun.
Obviously, we're not going to call it the Love Island song because I've told you before, actually, it's one of my favourite songs of
You know
yours.
what? You liked it before everyone else.
I did.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, we were at the Deco Theatre at an event, and I said to Billy during soundcheck, please play my favourite song, and that was before Love Island.
Wow.
So I was there.
Such
I was
a
there in the beginning, Billy.
trendsetter.
Yeah, and then 2 weeks later, you were on Love Island.
Yeah, look at you now. Yeah. Well, look at me now. Look at us now.
Look at
Yeah.
you're underneath the TV screen at Revolution
We
Radio.
made it.
You've made it. You've made it. So, without further ado, is it okay to hear the Love Island song that is Talk by Billy Lockett?
Right, here we go. Where do you go? Where do you go when you look at me like that? Like that. And how can I know? How can I know when you're holding your words back? Like that. 'Cause I'm trying my best to love you instead. I'm crying and you're terrified. I'm giving you time, but you're pushing me aside for nothing. Yeah, I'm listening whenever you're ready to talk. And I love you, yeah, you know I'll always be yours. But it kills me, 'cause you're not yourself anymore. Still I'm listening whenever you're ready to talk. Something ain't right. Something ain't right, and it's weighing me down. No sound. Wish you could read my mind. Wish you could see the signs, 'cause I'm leaving you out. Closed out from knowing. 'Cause I'm trying my best to love you instead. I'm crying. You're terrified. I'm giving you time, but you're pushing me aside for nothing. Yeah, I'm listening whenever you're ready to talk. And I love you, yeah, you know I'll always be yours. But it kills me, 'cause you're not yourself anymore. Still I'm listening whenever you're ready to talk to me. 'Cause I'm hoping, wishing, praying, are you ever gonna talk to me? 'Cause I'm hoping, wishing, praying, are you ever gonna talk to me? 'Cause I'm trying my best to love you, instead I'm crying. Yeah, I'm listening whenever you're ready to talk. And I love you, yeah, you know I'll always be yours. But it kills me, 'cause you're not yourself anymore. Still I'm listening whenever you're ready to talk. Ta-da!
Billy Lockett live on Revolution Radio 96.1 FM with Talk. Billy, thank you so much for joining us at Revolution Radio for the local music show. Wishing you the very best of luck with the London show and, of course, your future album.
Thank you.
And come again soon. Thank you so much, Billy.
Revolution.